startup, but just I was trying to get vMix Social working, man, so I can put comments up on the screen, you know. But yeah, it's just not working, man. But I'll try to get that running in the background. But how's everyone doing today? Welcome. Good to see you, Bill, my man. I got a video queued up here. So the kind of what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over it's just kind of a video, a compilation of just random parts of some of the jobs we've been doing, and I'll just walk you through it. So some of it's like some taping stuff. There's obviously lots of framing, maybe some drywall. But yeah, like I said, I'll just stop and we'll go and we'll talk about what's going on. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have about the framing, drywall, and stuff. So yeah, let's just have a good Sunday. Happy Sunday, fun day. And yeah, man, we'll get to, hey, what's up, Raj Singh, man? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Welcome, brother. Good to see you, man. Excellent. Yeah, Bill, I haven't seen you in a bit either, brother. Yeah, hey, Hard Boiled, what's up, my man? Good stuff. I haven't been doing hey, Dibs, my man. Hey, right on. Excellent, man. What a party we got. No, that's great, man. Good to see you, bro. Hope everything's well. Yeah, I'm just give me a second here, just to finish tweaking a couple things, but we'll hopefully, like, the stream will get pumping here. I've been doing well, actually. Unfortunately, sorry guys, I haven't done a lot of streaming, and the streaming that I've been doing. Hey, what's up, Anson? Yeah, no worries, brother. Excellent. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Because there's some internet problem in my area here. My streams are quite choppy. So it's been so frustrating going back and watching replays, and like you're in the middle of talking about something and it like skips or cuts or whatever. So I'm recording all the streams now. I should have done this a long time ago, but I was afraid it would interfere with the stream, right? But now that I got this super computer and all this other equipment and stuff, it's I have the resources to be able to do it, right? And it's way better quality too. So when I re-uploaded the stream from yesterday, you can tell, like, holy cow, like it's just really like way better quality, and there's no skips. Like it's gorgeous. So we're gonna keep doing that, and then I'll be able to cut videos out, like shorter videos or whatever, out of this, right? Oh, excuse me. So yeah, just give me a second here. Where are you going? Where's everybody watching from today? Hey, that's okay, Dibs. I'm just glad to see you, man. It's good to have you here, brother. I'm trying to find, like a vMix Social, like maybe if I download the actual, like the thing here. No, I haven't upgraded. No, it's still the same. Oh, I got a new laptop, but I don't know if that makes any difference. Well, it does on because I'm using my laptop to, like, show the video and all that, and I'm just using it, sending it over HDMI to capture card in the computer. But yeah, no, I haven't added anything new to the computer. It's like every NVMe 2 slots full, everything's full on that. I got all everything. I don't know if I can upgrade that one. California Will Cash, right on, brother. Good to see you, man. Right on. Excellent, man. That's awesome. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. So it doesn't look like I can. Well, I'm gonna have to worry about it another time, because I don't want it to. It's just so, like, if somebody asks a question or something, or has like a certain comment, or I can put it up on the screen for everyone to see. So that's been a kind of a bummer. But my firewall is something in my firewall settings. I've been looking, and it's just like firewall, like the software I'm using now, it's different. Like I can't go in. There's no advanced mode. It seems like I just can't go in and give certain software permissions and stuff. It's just so different now. It's apparently probably supposed to be made easier, but nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I see it here anywhere. Yeah, I'm not downloading the whole thing. So anyways, that's no big deal. But anyway, so what you guys working on too, like, these days? I'll open up Epidemic Pen. We're gonna jump right into it. We're not gonna waste any more time here. But yeah, we had a good stream yesterday. Vancouver, all right, man. I was just in Vancouver too in October. I loved it, man. It was really nice. Good time. Good trip with my son. We went to a Joji concert. He used to be Filthy Frank, you know, but Joji now he's this musician, really good musician. It was fun. It was real fun. Uh, See if I go, I might we'll try it on this like short screen at first. Let me just go into my vMix here. Oh yeah, check this out. I want to get a shot of that. So it's an anamorphic lens, and I don't know, fuck, I can't, I haven't been finding a good angle. I'm just trying to test that out a little bit, but you can see the studio overall. This is the studio, guys. I don't have my website for clothing anymore, but if you guys want some, just send me an email, chris@constructionkronies.com, and we'll figure something out. I just paused the website because I haven't been selling anything off of it, so it's quite expensive to keep it up every month. So I'm just like, yeah, it's just an expense I don't need at the moment. Right there, yeah, right on, dudes, right on. I don't know what to say on stream, but let me know what firewall you're using, and I'll do some research. Yeah, Zone Alarm. So I'm using Zone Alarm. And I'm not able to, even when I like completely shut it off, like it's not letting something through. I need to let Chrome access the network or something like that. Yeah, it's really weird. It's just a simple, like I just plug in the like right here, right? I plug in the address and it should work, but like anybody, even Dibs, if you even put this address into your browser, you should be able to read the chat and put chats up on the screen if you wanted to from where you are, right? And anyone can be able to do it. So that's kind of the idea behind it, right? Oh yeah, what the heck's going on here? There we go. But yeah, it's good old Zone Alarm. Good old Zone Alarm. But yeah, man, so like this was a compilation of just random clips I had. So I'm like, I don't know what kind of video to make, so we'll just kind of go through it, what I have in here. We'll talk about it. If anyone has any questions or whatever, let me know. I think right here, right at the beginning, like I'm showing off, those are rollers for taping, okay? So this big one here is for rolling inside corners. So if you load it and then you put your corner, like your folded creased paper on, and then you can roll it with this thing, right, on your first coat. But I don't even use it anymore. I have 2 different flushers now. So I use my corner roller. I roll the mud on, and of course the tape, the length is pre-cut, and I fold it. And so after I roll it on, I stick it in, and then I use a flusher. I think it's like a small 3-inch for first coat, and then I got a bigger 4.5 for the final coat. So it works really well. So shaft liner, fireproofing, framing in commercial. Yeah, so I would just count the linear footage of it and put a price to it. So the shaft liner is good stuff because you can charge quite a bit. The shaft liner and the framing, and then you just add your whatever you got for drywall and taping on the outside of that. So if it's 1/2 inch, 60 cents a square foot for the drywall. You can go 50 caulking. I don't do a lot of fire caulking, so I basically, like, sometimes I can do it, but there's fireproofing guys that do it now, and they do a really good job. I don't know, what would I charge. I see. I would probably just work it into the price, but you gotta make sure you get the right material for it, the right fire caulking material, because it's like super expensive stuff. Okay, it can be like $100 or more for each tube or sausage, right? We call them. But yeah, you gotta watch the price of actual material itself. There's good money in just fireproofing, yeah. But yeah, for shaft liner, yeah, like I say, you can go by the linear foot, charge whatever, or the square foot. Sometimes, because it's always going to be floor to ceiling, you know what I mean? Like floor to deck, and then that deck has to be sealed, okay? But yeah, there's no taping on the inside, like the shaft liner, the sheets just go in, and you snug the stud up. Next sheet goes in, snug the stud up. It's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it, right? But yeah, sometimes it can get a little tricky, but there shouldn't be like a whole lot of penetrations or anything like that. And sometimes what we end up doing with those shafts is we will frame like an opening on every floor. Okay, like an actual like a 4x4 or 2x2 or something, for so a person can get in, and maybe even the duct, like if you haven't put the duct in yet too. And then at the end of the job, we'll build panels, okay? And these panels would be like double 5/8 on, fire taped on the inside, and then you put like you fire tape around the front, so that when it gets pulled back in, the tape sucks it like back into the seam. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways we do that. So make sure when you're charging for shaft liner, you're also considering if they need those openings left open, because you're gonna have to come back later and fill those in, right? And that's like, every time you mob into something and out, you got to charge for that. And yeah, just think about that. Think about that, right? Don't forget, like, just assume like, oh, if it's all done at once, sure, one price. But if you have to go back and, like I'm saying, seal up openings or fix things, then yeah, try to plan that ahead of time, right? Yeah, that's how I would price it. But yeah, and check out this little roller here is for a corner bead, right? So once you get your bead set, okay, this little guy it's got special rubber. I wonder if I got it here. No, I don't think so. Don't know. It's actually downstairs, but it's got like the rubber rollers on it have grooves, and it matches the outline to the corner, so it'll rub all of like the mud out, make it nice and flush. And then when you're just wiping with your 4-inch or whatever, after you go down the groove to clean it up, and then you can clean up the edges if you want to, or if you need to, right? But yeah, rollers is pretty handy. Yeah, that's the inside right there, like I was saying. And that's the outside. You can see, right, like those little grooves. It's lined up to the actual corner bead. It's pretty handy stuff. Yeah, I love new knives. Yeah, and that's your basic like taping knife, okay, for when you're laying tape, your beads or anything like that. You just use your nice little 4-inch, beautiful. 10-inch and a 4-inch are probably my most used blades. Okay, I do have a 14 and a 12. Obviously 12, so 4, 10, 12, 14, and then you get like more specialty ones. Like I got cases of blades when I show up. I got 2 cases of knives, but I got bling it on, and then I just use the right knife to swipe it clean, right? And yeah, as the more you tape, the more you feel it out, right? So like there's just different ways you hold your knife and put pressure on it that just gets it nice and flat. And the more you do it, the less you're gonna end up sanding too. Like I hate sanding, and I try to make it nice and smooth. So I'm only like sanding the edges and then giving it a nice sand. You just don't want any grooves or whatnot, right? But yeah, it's you get there. I've been taping now for a few years. Maybe a few years. This might be my 3rd season taping full time. Like, of jobs. Like I waited a long time till I started accepting the taping part, because I was just learning, and I didn't want to screw it up or anything like that. But now I'm fully confident I can tape anything, right? So, hey, what's up, man? The Beatty, yeah, Messiah. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing, my man? Yeah, excellent, Dibs. I haven't done that yet, but I will. I'll check that out. I'll check it out for sure. If you don't mind, that'd be great. I appreciate that, bro. This was one of the jobs. So I don't know what like this is set up here is for T-bar. Okay, there's 2 different elevations for T-bar here, and I'm just trying to pull out a pen to kind of give you guys a. Let's go. I love having the advanced. We'll use some orange. So on this side of the bulkhead, okay, there's going to be one elevation for the T-bar. It's going to come here, and it's going to come on the inside of this bulkhead. And there's just like a little reveal here, okay? Because then the T-bar on the outside here is higher, okay? It's going to be like up here somewhere. And then this side's lower. And that's why there's a bulkhead, okay? To have the different elevation, to accommodate the different elevations of the bulkhead, right? Via Discord, yeah, that'd be great. Yes, please, sir. I don't do jobs outside the country because I don't have a passport. I don't have a passport yet, so I gotta get a passport. I'm working on it. It's just yeah. I've been meaning to do it last year. Yeah, money talks exactly. Yeah, what country? That's a really good answer, Meatball. Yeah, but I absolutely would, and I am looking to go to places. I need to back in the, when I first started when I first started on like different projects and stuff. I was always covering stuff from Saudi Arabia. Definitely, probably one of the most interesting places actually in the world right now. For construction and innovation. Like it's, I hear a lot of cool things about Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So, you guys, when you're stuff like that, a lot of guys are asking how to stiffen them. So if there's no, yeah, that'd be great, brother. I would love to be there. Yeah, I see why you are recording the stream. Yeah, you see why I'm recording the stream, right? Because it's always buffering and choppy, and it's so frustrating. I know. So at least, guys, if there's something in it that you're like, geez, man, I wish that didn't skip. At least I'll be uploading replays and stuff. So I'll upload like the full replay, okay, so that everything I talk about is all in one, and then I'll also cut smaller sections out later and maybe add things and different footage or whatnot. But yeah, I will be uploading the replay so we can check them out as well. Because, yeah, internet sucks in this area. We complain, and all the neighbors complain. Everyone complains in the area about the crappy service that we get here, and it's awful. Like, I have 300, I don't have a full terabyte, or, sorry, gigabyte, because I don't need it. But or do I? Did I upgrade? I can't remember. Anyway, or I at least have 300 anyways, like a gigabyte, right? So I should have no excuses with the live streaming. When I was up at, yeah, I know, all that time and money, I know, getting my system upgraded, I was so frustrated. Like, when I was living up in the other area, it never happened. It never happened. It was, the streams were beautiful. It only started happening when we moved into this house, so this area. So it's very frustrating. Yeah, but at least it was worth it. Like, the system, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I was super happy. It's like I get error messages every single stream. It's just so frustrating, guys. I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, just bear with me. And then if there's anything important, we can look at it. We can always come back to the replays, and definitely, yeah, that's why I'm like, I have to record them now. At least I have a system that's powerful enough to handle all of the load. And when I'm editing 4K video now, it's like smooth as butter. Like I edit 8K footage on this machine, and it's smooth as butter. My old system, it was just so choppy and slow editing 4K, and now I just it's like nothing. There's no lag. It's beautiful. But yeah, so when you're framing pony walls and stuff, guys, this is one method that you can. This is actually Murat's invention. Murat's a really great tradesman, guys. Like I did really enjoy working with him. He's a really talented tradesman. Super knowledgeable with so many more things than I even know. Right? Like he can actually do a lot of different stuff, carpentry and different things. You know, so it was really nice working with him. But like I said, it's hard. The construction business is tough. You know, it's a tough one. Like if you watched my stream from yesterday, and I uploaded that replay too, it's tough. Like you know, it's we need to make some changes. We can make it better for us, right? But this was something that I think this is like two plates. So what we're doing here is we're adding in they're just metal braces. Okay, and those are Tapcons drilled into the there's the base plate there. Okay, and then those other ones, I guess they want to snap in there or whatever. And then he made some modifications with the grinder or whatever, but just to get something in there that stiffens it up. And that stiffened it up. And it was about $60 each though. Like it wasn't cheap. So my first recommendation for braces on these pony walls is to have like some iron, like actual structural iron in there, like the structural steel, you know, and have it in there ahead of time. That's how it's kind of the best way, I would say, the cheapest way. You know, you just pre-install it, drill it down. You only need little, little, depending on how high the knee wall is or half wall. Okay, even if you want a floating wall, So if you got like a huge high ceiling to like where the deck is high, and you want a wall like 10 feet up and you don't want anything showing, okay, you need to have iron, structural iron. So you're gonna have to put 2 columns and even maybe even a small beam, okay? You know, and then you can frame it out, and then there's your wall, okay? It's not gonna go anywhere, and you got like, you know, but you can't just free float a freaking steel stud wall though. It's gonna wobble like this. It's gonna fall down. Okay, or you need to have some sort of structural meat in it, right? But yeah, a lot of guys don't like. I'm serious. Lots of people don't understand that. They think it'll just stand up on its own somehow. It's just not the case. I should say designers, right? Think that it'll work that way. They never specify any kind of structural steel for these knee walls or half walls or floating walls. They never do. So we're left to come up with ideas like this, or you know, the framing posts up somewhere, okay, like up to structure. Yeah, those are the Tapcons. You're just drilling a hole, and then yeah, just so now this is how you miter your corner bead. Okay, so I am basically, if you've ever done T-bar before, okay, you just use the width of itself to draw the 45. It's simple, okay. So yeah, you gotta have a flat. Make sure you want to miter all of your corners properly, okay? And even like when it's an outside edge, okay, everything's coming like being mitered back perfectly. You don't want to overlap your edges on a corner bead, okay? It's just gonna be either bulgy or you're gonna have missing parts, right? Like it's gonna be empty, you know. It's like it just doesn't work out. You want a nice strong corners, okay, where that metal bead is matching all the way and just looks beautiful, okay. When you're doing like when you're, hey, what's up, Lemon? When you're doing like tearaway, okay, I don't miter that. I just cut it straight, okay, because that's just a little tiny reveal, and a lot of people, guys, caulk that anyway. But when you're cutting the piece that goes inside, you can cut it on a little bit of an angle, okay, and then when the tearaway part, you can cut a little tab so you can pull it easy as well, right? So it's not interfering with the other one. But you want it to make sure it lines up in the corners. So you don't want the top piece to be in or out, you know, not lined up. You want that reveal all the way around looking beautiful. Yeah, you can see here, like, dude, I told you I have problems with my hands. I can't load the mud. That's why I wasn't taping, because my hands, I couldn't do it. It was too much pain with I got a lot of damage in them, right? So once I got this roller set, I was like, wow, I could tape, right? So that's when I just started going hard with the taping. This is the rollers. And people are like, why don't you use boxes and stuff like that? Well, it's the same problem with the boxes. They're big, bulky, heavy. Like I just have a harder time with it, right? This is just so lightweight and easy. I just have no issues with it. I love the roller system. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I had that story. They want me to do 9-foot high wall without any structural steel. In the weight room, probably, right? Yeah. Yeah, you have to go all the way up on the ends. In the solution, what I saw, if I remember correctly, what you guys did was you painted it black. So the wall underneath was one color or wrapped with something, and then the ends that went all the way up to the deck, the ceiling was all sprayed black. So they just sprayed the part above black. They painted it black or whatever, and it looked really good, and it worked perfect, right? So there's different solutions to that problem, right? But something has to be solid, like structurally, right? You can't just float steel stud, right? So yeah, and so when you're pricing those kinds of jobs, guys, think about that ahead of time, and maybe put an allowance in for some sort of metal or something, because I'm telling you, those braces were $60 a piece, right? But yeah, this is all inside corner taping, right? I'm just this is when I'm first starting. I think this is one of the first jobs last season, actually. But I know there's not a whole lot of taping in here. It's going to get right into framing. You'll see here. Oh yeah, this next part's cool. I'll wait. I'll let it play out. But yeah, oh yeah. See, that shows you the roller. Okay, so that roller is just rolling the edges of the corner beads, so it looks beautiful. Yeah, it's not visible at all. That's right. Yeah, Lemon, it looked really good. That was a really good answer. So. But yeah, man, oh man. Yeah, so that's like I was saying too, guys. I'm recording the stream, so if it's choppy, like like I was saying, we got crap internet in this area, so I'm recording all the streams now, so I'll be able to I'll chop the countdown timer at the beginning off, and upload the video right to YouTube, the full thing, and then I'll cut little segments out, maybe make changes, add things or whatever, and make little videos too. It'll be good for more extra content and stuff, and shorter bits of information, right? But yeah, this dang internet thing has really gotta fix it. You know, I really gotta fix it. Oh, and also too, I'm sorry, I know somebody. I hope I didn't miss somebody in the chat, guys. I'm just. Oh, I did too. Chained Elephant. Thank you so much. I knew it. I saw that and I meant to say something. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Chained Elephant. So this is the lag pole, and these things are great. And what we're doing here is we're drilling anchors for a cloud. So this is like is that the cloud there? Or no, that's not the cloud. Anyway, so we built there's like a square. This is a rectangular cloud, and we've marked where it's gonna go. Or maybe this is just one of the testing, just to show you how it works, and then we cut it out after actually. But so this is how these things are great. So right from the ground. Okay, there's one that you can, like this, that drills into the Q deck, and boom, there's your hanger wire, okay? And there's one that has a shotgun, boom, where you can shoot them into concrete, right? Which is fantastic. So it's a really good setup. So you can get a set of these, probably like the one even with the 351 attachment and all that. Like, look at, he's hanging on it, he's not going nowhere. It's super strong. When we hung the cloud, okay, we used those on each corner. So you guys know how I've been showing you the ceilings with that bracing run, okay, the furring bar bracing run, where you're screwing it on both sides, and then you're using, it's all furring bar and angle, okay. Well, if you want to add bracing, this is where it comes in, okay. You use that lag pole. You can do it after the fact. Just drill it in the hanger wire, and then you just wrap it around your the furring bar bracing run. Let me go back a little bit. Hold on here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's hanging here. Okay, where's that marker? All right, so here's our bracing run there, and we got our studs running this way. Okay, so there's a couple left out here, and at the request of the duck guys to leave some room for them. But you can see here we got the screws on each like well, I want to call them like a stud, but it's a piece of furring bar like on 16-inch centers. That's how we screw the like the drywall in. Okay, so we're every 4 feet. Or if it's less, you're just split it down the middle. Okay, we're putting a bracing run here. And this is where it's important on the ends, where you have the flipped upside down piece of furring bar cut like 4 inches wide, like long. And then you have your bracing run all the way back to the angle. So it snugs right up. So you got your angle here. Okay, upside down furring bar here. Okay, and then you got your other furring bar running all the way this way. Okay, coming back this way, right? And it's going tight to the back of the angle always. And then you got your screws here, boom. Okay, that's how you brace it on the ends. Okay, so this is your wall angle. Okay, this is the angle that goes along the perimeter. Okay. And then, yeah, this is an upside down piece of furring bar that just, you flip it upside down, and then, yeah, you run your other furring bar all the way back to the angle. You want it touching the angle so that it's not going to go this way. Yeah, it's definitely an easier way of doing it, right? So yeah, that's basically it. So you're just tie it around there. On big ceilings, you do a 2-inch offset with your laser, okay? And laser kits have cards, okay? So this is the new laser kit I'm testing out for Dovo. You can get these lasers on Amazon, okay? I should add an Amazon link to this. So basically, yeah, this is even magnetic. A lot of them are magnetic. You just click it on, and it's basically, it's always a 2-inch offset. You can see the middle here, so you want to just check it and make sure you're tying the hanger wire so that the ceiling is nice and level. Okay. I know I like this one. You can even set it on the ground and shoot this way. And also, too, guys, I don't know if I showed you, but I sent this company an email saying your stand would be way better if it was magnetic. Well, guess what? It is magnetic. It is magnetic. I didn't know this, so I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have read the manual before I sent them an email. But yeah, I couldn't. I didn't even notice that, because this is nice. You can dial it in just like any other stand, right? Just get it in close, and then yeah, this raises up and down the platform. Okay, you can also clip it right on the angle here, right? You put this on your wall angle. Oh, dude. Okay, and you can see right there how I got the furring bar. It's just flipped upside down here, and then this part, this is your brace, and it's going right to the edge. Okay, it's right to the edge, and so is this little piece. It's going right to the back of this. This is where the studs are. Okay, the studs, you're screwing the angle in through here to your wall, and then yeah, you have it nice and tight. You got your screw 1, 2 here, 1, 2 there, right? And it's gorgeous. Okay, and then same thing. So this will clip right there as well. Okay, and then you want to do it at a stud, right? So this back is going to hit a stud, or I don't know. I wouldn't want it to flip like this. It might be flimsy, but you'd have to test it out. But you can do that, right? Wall mold for T-bar is probably stiffer. Okay, but yeah, you get it close and you can do that. And then, like I'm saying, yeah, just put your, you can set your laser at a 2-inch offset. And if it's a big ceiling, check it with your card when you're tying your wires. It's beauty. It's beauty. But yeah, I do like this laser, right? It's got a remote and everything. It's nice. It's got 2 batteries even, you know, like 2 rechargeable batteries. They're like Sony NPF batteries. It's really nice. Right? It's got the charger, green glasses with it. Yeah, it's got a calibration card and all that. But yeah, check this out. If I go, or let me unlock it. Okay. The Drywall one I have, it only shoots 1, right? One of the verticals. Okay. It only shoot, and that's a bummer. If it had one on the front here, it'd be way better, right? You want them to shoot up the corners, okay? So if you're buying line lasers, try. Anyways, cool, man. All right, where's that? Here it is. Yeah, I like that. Remote's neat. No, it's quite handy. Quite a thoughtful kit. You can get these on Amazon, guys. Dovo lasers, okay? And they're not like not going to cost you an arm and a leg, which is nice. All right, going back. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty basic stuff, but you know, just to kind of give you guys an idea of the different tricks and things. And this is a brand new job. These jobs are small enough. They take 1 day to frame. You know, the ducks are always interesting, okay, because they're always somewhere where they're not supposed to be. So you always have to get creative around them, you know. Are you serious, Dibs? Oh man, dude, like we're just talking about shady bastards yesterday. Like, was it just did they do a poor job in the sun deck, Dibs? Like, was that it? All right, so yeah, and check this out, right? So the drawings here, when you're doing your layouts or estimating or whatever, this is your wall legend, okay? If you're the wall builder and the ceiling builder, you're gonna have wall types and ceiling types. So you're gonna find out what they are, and then that's how you calculate your, then you calculate linear footage by your elevations and stuff like that, or your ceiling heights. and you got to know which walls go all the way to deck, which ones need to go just above ceiling height, whatever. Okay, which ones are like the definitions, terms, and stuff like that, so you guys understand the contract documents, the blueprints, and stuff better. Like I can just see my stream going haywire. Like it's like it's just see it going blinking yellow and buffering and sorry guys. I know it's got to be frustrating for you guys. The west side. How's the west coast? This is another way to do furring wall, which is pretty straightforward. So that's a demising wall, and what we've done here is we've literally just put in like the space. Oh my god, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, I do know the type. Those sun decks that come out and they're literally right on, like you got a door or a window or something, right? But it's they're just really on the right onto the roof. Yeah, this is supposed to be drywall all the way up and ready for paint. But then this big ugly unit will be in the way. There's a wall coming off here somewhere at some point. Okay, so there's a clip. We're gonna install a clip here. And then there's going to be another wall coming out and joining to there. And like I said, the drywall will run through, and then a floater, like a slapper, will be thrown in, okay? And, but yeah, so what we ended up doing is actually shooting track here and then closing this all in to the back wall, okay? Because that was an extra. Excuse me. And then this duct here ran through the hallway at the top. No big deal. But yeah, that's just how they wanted it, how it was designed. So instead of doing a ceiling in the hallway, we just did like a bulkhead type thing and closed this off. But yeah, you can kind of see, right? Like you just got to get steel in as best you can. And sometimes it's hard. Like on this edge here, this side here, I think it's almost right at the very end of the run. We're going to see when we turn the camera around. So, I think we might have been lucky enough to get a stud all the way up on the other side. You header it out, and then, and then this top track here, okay, it just runs loose. I put a shoe on this side, the top, while we're on this. Oh, sorry, let me just go one last little thing. The clips, right? So the Q deck, which is this stuff, okay, it runs like there's runs, and it runs one way or the other. So when your wall doesn't land, like it lands off of one, like in the middle of a flute, or not, there's not enough meat to screw it on to a flat of the flute, right? Where you're putting clips in, okay, clips to capture your track. And in between these big spans, that could be 4 feet, 5 feet, you want to have three, one in each, one on the end and one in the middle, okay? Just good practice. The more the merrier, of course, but you don't have to go too crazy with it, okay? But yeah, just to show you that real quick. But yeah, you can see the amount of lasers that Murad had was incredible. We had so many. Then together we had a lot of lasers. Yeah, you can see there how it gets really tight on the other side. And there is another, or that could be the wall there. Yeah, there's another wall. That's right, that is the wall. So you'll see on the layout that it comes into the end of the hallway there, and it's the bathrooms. So yeah, we just basically, you can see there it is. That's the other side of the hallway. And after that wall was in, okay, boom, we just then bulkheaded out that back duct to make it hidden. And then, so stilts, I know that stilts are illegal in a lot of places, but if you are comfortable on them, they're pretty handy in situations. Like I definitely know stilts with T-bar are handy, but yeah, dudes, it's pretty handy. This is, I think, what's going on here? There's something going on here. I forget what it is, but we got a lower height wall that's going to be like 6 inches above ceiling height, because back here there's all T-bar going into a full height wall, and that's a splice right there, fishtail splice, okay, pre-cut to length, and you got your end wall studs already screwed in, okay, to the demising wall. Boom, 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 boom. So your track, your end studs screwed into the walls, okay. Trying to remember what is going on here. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it tied into. I'm not. I don't know. I think he put one stud all the way up to capture this for some reason. I know there's a doorway right. Oh yeah. There's a doorway right here at the on this side. So yeah, he's got the end is going all the way up to the deck when it didn't have to be. But back actually, let me pause it for a second. This is kind of what we were talking about earlier by finding some meat, some structure. So basically, from this point forward, okay, this wall didn't have to be all the way up. Okay, it could have went down to the T-bar height, but because it's one wall, we just ran it the whole way. Okay, and then on the end here, we have those two studs going all the way up because there's a door right here. Okay, so it's going to be strong for the door. These are all metal frame doors, okay? At the end, they use expandables in these jobs, so you drywall it and you just squeeze it together over the drywall and you screw it in that way, right? So this header here, he's going to screw into the wall stud here, and then he's got a shoe on this end to capture here, and that's why we got the laser on this to make sure it's not going to pull out. Okay, he's going to tighten it and screw it so that it's not going to move. Okay, it's going to work out really nice. But you'll see the whole process here actually. Yeah, I know people got hurt using them. Yeah, they did. You're right. A lot of people were getting hurt on them, and I know I remember when they banned them in Ontario. Yeah, a lot of people were getting hurt. Well, that's funny. Yeah, but let's see. I want to see something here. I'm gonna switch cam. I don't know if can you see it on there, but yeah. Oh, this guy here. I want to talk about this guy after too. We're gonna do an unboxing here at the end of the stream. We're gonna do a little unboxing. Oh, let's go back. And if the video's too hard to see, guys, I can go full screen. You at any time too. Let me know. I can put the video to full screen as well. You don't have to see me on the side. I can go full screen with the video if you need. But yeah, that's what's going on there. That's why he's got the laser there. Yeah. Yeah, I got coffee, buddy. Cheers. Good for you, man. Yeah, I've been drinking I've been drinking coffee a little bit more than normal lately, which is not so good, but you know, it's better than drinking beer, I guess. Yeah, what's he doing here? He's gonna check. He's using a straight edge to check to make sure that end isn't popping out. I should shut this down or quiet it down.
Little boy's going to spend eternity in hellfire because he doesn't believe in God. If there's no God, who locked me up? Hey, yo, I need your help.
I've been watching a lot of this cartoon called Forget About It or whatever. Forget About It. It's hilarious. About this mafia guy that moves to Saskatchewan or whatever from New York. It's hilarious, man. But yeah, you can see also here as well. This is a full height wall. So on the outside here, you'll see I'm going to be able to bulkhead. And but I'm going full height straight across for structure. Okay. And then there's a different height of T-bar as well on the outside of this wall as there is in the kitchen. Okay, the kitchen T-bar will be at one height, and then it's a different height on the outside. There's no door going in here. This is just a drywall returned opening. Okay, so yeah, we put corner beads, everything on that. But yeah, we're getting there. But you can kind of see where you start. We start with the full height walls, and then we work our way out. Okay. And then, yeah, full height walls, low height walls, bulkheads, ceilings, right? Or ceilings and bulkheads. It's a process, right? We go and you do the metal framing, and then you gotta leave, right? Then the trades will go in and get all their stuff in the walls, and then you come back and you can insulate, drywall, and tape, right? And then you gotta come back for T-bar. So when you're pricing jobs, like you always gotta take into consideration that you're gonna be mobbing in and out of these. Okay, you go in for a day and do the framing, and then you could be gone for a week or two. Okay, while the plumbers and electricians have at her. Okay, it's usually about a week turnover for these kinds of jobs. So you got to keep that in mind, right? So it's nice to have other jobs. Okay, you frame, go back, drywall, and drywall tape, whatever, and then you go back and T-bar type thing. Okay, so scheduling jobs is tricky, because you always want to be busy, but you don't want to have too many things on the go where you're neglecting jobs and stuff. Okay. But yeah, it's so funny. Oh my god, this guy's so funny. The stilts freak me out so much. But yeah, it beats. It beats like like if you like the baker, for example. It's so tough to get in and out of rooms and stuff, and bakers are they're kind of a pain in the butt. They're real handy, but they're also a pain in the butt a little bit, right? So it must. I don't use stilts because I'm definitely not coordinated enough to do that. I don't think. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to fall and break my face or my legs, on those things. But lighter weight guys are like really good on stilts, I find. But yeah, there you go. So he's lasering up with the line laser the other side of the door opening, right? So that end wall there, he's got two studs there with the shoe, okay? And it's like pulled back I think it's pulled back tight, so it's not going to bounce in and out. But when you're drywalling, you do that flat face first, nice and flat. But you got to make sure, even when you're drywalling and putting in doors, you're just lasering in everything, okay? Throw away your levels, guys. Levels are no good for nothing but straight edges, okay? But yeah, you shouldn't be using levels for any of this stuff. Okay, and I don't even use levels for the first sheet of drywall anymore. I use laser for everything. I do not bring a level to a job. I do not own I think I have levels somewhere, but I haven't pulled a level out in years, guys. I do not use levels for anything. Okay, I use lasers for absolutely everything. When I'm hanging shelves or doing anything, like, it's lasers. I never ever use levels ever. Okay. I think plumbers might use them. I don't know. They might use them now. Still, I don't know. I'm not a plumber. That's the one thing I'm not, like, I can do electrical and lots of stuff like roofing and like sheet metal, but plumbing I'm not so good with. But being a homeowner, I'm starting to learn things about plumbing. Like, I can do toilets and sinks and stuff. Of course, right? I can do all that. But right now there's the whole tree underneath my sink there. I got to replace that, so I'm gonna do that. And I've been messing around with certain things, and so I'm learning a little bit. But damn, man, like the shower, like, holy crap, the cartridge in the shower went out. So it's a simple, cheap part where you can just replace where when the hot water starts coming. It's just so crazy. But yeah, I'm not the greatest with the plumbing, but I do know that when there's like vents and like drains in a wall, you should go 6 inch. Why try to stuff everything in a 3 5/8 wall? I don't understand it, right? Like, I know the water lines now are flex, like with the is it the PEX or something, right? But they're flex pipes, the water lines, which are handy. But what like, for example, what happened on the last job was these guys kept running their pipes on the inside of the studs. Okay, hold on, stop here for a second. Okay, so I'm going to be moving on to the bulkhead here. And I know I preach this all the time, guys. I know I do. Let's go green this time. But you can see my clips set up right here. Okay, so I've laid out, I always lay out my bulkheads on the ground first, and then I just laser them up. Okay, some bulkheads are crazy detailed. Like if you've seen the one I did at that dessert place, it was for the millwork, and it was built out and had different designs. That was really cool bulkhead out of 20 gauge, okay? These light gauge bulkheads, though, you gotta just, you know, they're just flat usually, right? I can, yeah. So I don't trust my soldering. That's for sure. But I definitely don't trust my soldering. I could practice, but like it took a while. Like when I first was trying to solder copper lines, I didn't know. Like I didn't know you had to use flux and sand it and flux and all that and blah blah. And YouTube was just starting. It was just a new thing, and that's how ultimately I'm like, oh, maybe there's a YouTube video on it. This was a long time ago, and I found out about flux and all that, right? So. But yeah, these are your clips. You lay it out on the floor. I can already see my line here on the clip. So the stud is going to come down. And what I do is I put these clips right at my elevation. So I know when I put my laser on it, these two clips here are right at elevation. So I put my stud, when I cut my stud, I stop at a 1/4 inch up from the bottom of the clip here. And so when I put the track on, it just goes right to the bottom of my clip. And that's just you don't have to do it like that. The clips can be anywhere, and you can add extra clips too. You can put one in the middle as well, okay? Because you're going to screw the stud in at the top track, and then you're going to screw it in at the bottom here on the clip. So if you add one in the middle, you can also screw it in the middle. That's it, right? And then you can also, the clips also can act as a corner for your drywall, because you're not going to drywall through. There's no floater there, right? So you're going to stop your drywall on either side, and this way, right, you also have something to screw your corner into the drywall, and it's going to be strong. It's not going to be pushed in at all, right? If you know what I mean. So the more clips you do, you don't have to add a corner stud here. You know what I mean? Let me dump that. But yeah, Dibs. Oh man, I remember when I first started plumbing, I got wet a lot because I'd forget to shut the main off or something. Just like, oh god, plumbing was my nemesis for the longest time. Kind of still is, but yeah. And there you can see the one side's already done. I've got the bulkhead done there, just straight off the wall. The top track's in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Yeah, noob, exactly. Is you shoot your laser, and if the ceilings are sloped quite a bit, right? You're gonna have to have different numbers for your stud height. So what I'll do is I'll go and I'll pick a few heights, cut them, and then I'll put those in, get the track, the skeleton outline done, and then I'll go back and I'll measure my heights so that you when you're doing bulkheads, you don't want them to be super loose, okay? You want them to be 3/4 of an inch shorter than your overall. If you're getting in bigger than that, you're gonna have they're gonna get looser, right? Like it's just at the edges of the steel, it's flimsy, right? So you want it to be kind of snug as possible because there's no deflection in these bulkheads, okay? So yeah, you take off like a 1/2 inch. That gives you a 1/4 inch top and bottom. You're good. You're good. Okay. 3/4 of an inch is flute. You're slapping, right? Like it's so easy. On this inside here that I'm working on at the moment, the height on the inside is like T-bar is at say 10 feet, so I don't have to really go all the way up. I'm shooting it onto those I-beams and adding some braces, but I'm going up all the way when I can. But you can see where I am. I'm also shooting in. I'm shooting into those I-beams as well. But yeah, so programmer 642, my man, what's up? Do you have any videos detailing a metal stud corner with a HM frame? I got a project coming up soon, and I am confused on how to anchor it all. Yeah, I will. I can show you how to do that. Actually, I can actually show you that. Here's one video right there where I always put the short piece on the door side, not because I like to have that floater in there, so when the driver goes in, I screw it in this way and it gives it that strength right there at the door, okay? And then your leg is just a little tiny piece and you just pop it in. It's super easy, right? You put your buck piece in and then your leg's just a little snap in piece. It's beautiful, okay? And then you got your hook piece on the other side. It's simple, it's standard, simple, beautiful, okay? So if you're putting in like the piece in on the other way, and then slamming the floater up this way, okay, and screwing it in, okay, your piece is like, it's gonna go into the frame. It might be easier to do it that way. It's just not as strong, in my opinion. It's not as neat and quick. It's easier to have your floater going in this way because then you have your full sheet, right? Full sheet. It gives you more options for layout and minimizing your taping joints the way that I show you to do it, okay? But it's tough. Yeah, you want to make sure that your door frames, you have those at the moment of framing, because you want to drill them in, okay? If they're welded frames, okay, you have to have them there while you're framing, okay? Because that way you're gonna pin bolt 2 pin bolts, 1.25 pin bolts on both sides of that frame, okay? And then and then you can frame your wall and header around it, if you know what I mean, okay? You want to have those frames in, okay? Otherwise, you got to use expandable frames, and that'll go in after drywall. Excuse me. But yeah, make sure have the frames there. If they're welded frames, you have them there while you're framing. It's a must. Let me see if I got doors. I know I got videos on doors too, but let's just go doors. Actually, this one's kind of interesting for doors. I don't know what this video is here, but it might have something with the doors. Like, it does show doors here, but let me. I'm gonna add 2 more videos. You might just to check and see. There's this guy, and then there's this guy. Yeah, this I think this guy here is pretty good. This one that I'm about to link shows the doors. I hope it shows me installing them, but it's been a while since I've seen these videos. But yeah, hopefully that helps, my man. You're very welcome. Anytime. That's what we're here for, brother. Yeah, you can see on this bulkhead here, it's just blah blah blah. It's just a time lapse, okay? So I got my my laser here, and I'm shooting it right at elevation, no offset at this point. Okay, I'm shooting it right at elevation. I got the laser behind me, so nothing's interfering. Okay, and when you want to check this swing after, okay, you're just gonna add you can use a pin laser or put a line laser on it, whatever. Okay, and then brace it. And then yeah, you can see on the inside part here, we're gonna have like on here is T-bar, and on the outside here, this whole area is drywall all the way to deck, and it's taped ready for paint. Okay, so this side of the bulkhead, drywall all the way up, taped ready for paint. Same thing. It's gonna, with the part that returns down here, all drywall all the way to deck, ready for paint. And like I said, T-bar on the inside. So. And then yeah, just adding it as I go, right? And then I'm tying in my corner there at the end, and you'll see as I go here. I wish I could speed it up a little bit more, but I might be able to here. Settings. Oh, I could put it higher quality actually. Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit faster, yeah. No, I don't have that. No, I don't. Sorry, programmer. No, I don't. I don't install the hardware. We don't do that. We just install the frames. I'm sorry. Actually though, so somebody, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but there is a subscriber to the channel, and we might be working together here in Edmonton. And he does do that. He does all the hardware and everything. So if he doesn't mind, maybe we could do a video on it, and I'll be able to come out with some of that. Because I know doing the hardware is a little bit tricky. It's more like you don't want to mess up any holes, like where you're drilling into the steel doors, and you don't want to mess that up, okay? Because you know it's an expensive mistake. So I tend to stay away from that that part, right? But yeah, that would be interesting though to get a video on that. But I appreciate. I apologize. I don't, not at the moment. But then yeah, boom, boom, boom. Corners tied in, and then you can see the brace there on the back side. Okay, that's just to stop it from wiggling, right? And you got your corner. I got the inside there shot up, but hey, they're exact. It has to be exact. Yeah, there you go. Lemon, my man. Yeah, right on. Yeah, all depends on what they want to install. Okay, excellent. Yeah, Lemon would know about that, Programmer 642. Yeah, absolutely. Right on, brother. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of how it's coming together there. If I just go back a little tiny bit. Why is it doing that? Oh, I went too far ahead. Yeah, so you can see here, right? So I'm shooting these pieces that go in from. If you need to close it, to do a closer, yeah, that's what I mean. Closers, yeah, closers are, yeah, I get it. I kind of get like, so, and that's the thing. Like the hardware has to match up the holes in the door and like the opening, like the drill, like the hole sizes and stuff. Like there's templates or something, right? But more time to install. Yeah, those closure, yeah. So fire rated auto closer, yeah, yeah. But yeah, you can see, right? So when I'm putting in my 16s, on a bulkhead, you can definitely move them over and stuff. But in this situation, I'm like, you know what? Forget that. Why would I do that when I can just, because on this back side, on not this side I just drilled on, but on the back side, it's just going to be a strip of drywall. Okay, it's not going all the way up. It's going to be like a 6-inch strip on the inside, and that's it. This whole bulkhead is just to carry that 6-inch strip, and then there's a ceiling in here. Okay. But you'll see that in a second. But what I did is I've gone along here and I've shot these into the I-beams, okay? This part and this part. And I also shot this one and I extended this track across and shot it into that I-beam just for more strength. And it'll make it stronger. And stronger is good, right? And you'll see more why in a second here. The duct is kind of always in the way, right? The ducts are always in the way. So yeah, they're like, those are gonna come like bend back inwards in towards the inside of the kitchen, right? So as long as you're good on the outside and it's not exposing, but sometimes it has. You've seen some streams where there's like corners of ducts on the outside of my bulkhead. I can't do nothing about that. And then this is the finished side. So I'm gonna skip it. Close. The track already can bend back and forth. So the more you can minimize that, it's good. It's good for you, right? So crimp. I don't use crimpers. The only time I use crimpers is like if I have to, like if there's something like I can't get a screw in on the backside, right? Sometimes on frost walls you wanna crimp the back sides, but I really don't use crimpers. They're not that useful. They're really not. I just find like put a light gauge putting a screw in, like I have a handful of screws. Boop 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 boop. It's super fast, right? Crimpers are big, bigger. You got to get in there and crimp. So if it's something that needs to be fastened and you can't reach, then I'll pull out my crimpers. I haven't pulled my crimpers out in years, guys. So, but yeah. And then you can also see the brace in the back, right, where I've shot it into that I-beam, and it goes down and captures that wall and it stops it from swaying. Okay, so we want it to be full structure. When the drywall's hung on there, it's beautiful, right? Okay. And that's simple. It's simple, simple, simple. But yeah, that gives you an idea, right? So that's going to be drywalled all the way up on that side. And then boom, there it is at the end with the ceiling in, and you got your braces back here. Okay, like I said, there's just a small 6-inch strip of drywall going on the inside of this bulkhead, and then the ceiling gets drywalled, and then the outside. Well, outside, I always start top down, always, guys. So on this situation here, I'm always going to drywall the outside, like all the way up to the deck, and then the ceiling goes on last. And the reason why is that joint on the end, okay? I want it to be flat on the bottom, okay? I don't want that joint. It's just better for corner bead. I don't want that joint on the bottom. So I don't drywall first and then run my sheets down. No. It's you do the front first. Always work your way top down, okay? Always do your ceilings, then your walls. You know, it's just top down always. And then there's another knee wall situation, right? So I do know he went back and put in those metal poles, okay? You can order, they're like pony wall braces, right? From like your supplier, Bailey makes them. They're pony wall posts, and I think they're expensive, like very expensive, and they're just like little posts made for knee walls, right? You can get them for 6-inch walls, 3 3 walls, whatever, right? I don't think you get them shorter than 3 walls. I think it starts at 3 5/8, and then there's 6-inch ones. I don't know if there's bigger ones. I'm not sure, but they're expensive, and you got to pre-order them because they're not in stock. They don't keep them in stock, which is so bizarre because we build a lot of knee walls, and they're never spec'd. They're never spec'd and never thought ahead, right? The designers are just like, oh, whatever. But a lot of times, the guys, when you're building them, the contractor is gonna be like, oh, that's too wobbly. Well, when you look at the drawing, okay, you got your wall, and then it's just all it does is the millwork will attach to it. Okay, it's just like an outline for the millwork. Right? They'll plywood it and then butt their millwork in, and it's going to be a big shelf. So like that'll be strong, right? So it doesn't have to be strong. It's like when you're doing a wood house, framing a house, and you got that little knee wall for the kitchen island. You know what I mean? It's just loosely in there. There's no structure in there, and they just leave it loose because the cabinets are going to be attached to it, right? The countertop cabinets, it ain't going nowhere after. It's just that frame to catch your cabinets, right? That's all it is. And then this is a different type of ceiling where you can just track it out, okay? So sometimes it's easier just to order all one material. So if you're ordering 3 5/8 and standard track, just order a little bit extra for the ceilings, okay? Instead of like switching it up and getting furring bar and angle and stuff like that, okay? Like you can just do it with all one material. And it's the same thing. Track it out and 16s, boom, boom, boom. If you want to add a brace on the top, you can, right? Same thing, furring bar, whatever, boom, boom, a stud upside down, boom, boom. Just make sure it runs side, like front to front, you know? Stupid mop sinks. Damn mop sinks. Don't get me started on mop sinks. But yeah, like those walls, like contractors be like, oh, it's flimsy. You got to do something, make it strong. It's not like, what do you want me to do? I'm not a structural guy. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted it to be strong, you should have specified some structural steel in there so I could attach to, right? But there are ways to do it, but don't do it for free. Okay, ask for more money. Because I'm telling you that once you start adding in those structures, it's like I'm telling you, those little braces we did on the one were $60 each, right? And I think we needed 4 of them. So hey, that's $250 right there after tax. So yeah, don't be doing it for free, right? But yeah, if they want them structurally sound, we don't do structure, you know? Who stole a mop handle? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I know a guy I'd like to break a mop handle and beat with. Man, oh man. So high side, what he's doing there is, when he at first there is you always go off your high side. Okay, so what I mean by that is you measure up, whatever, like 82.5 for your header, for example. Okay, you make a little tick, and you put it on both sides of your door opening. And whatever, when you put the laser on, okay, whichever one of those marks is higher, that's the mark you go from. Okay, so if you're on the lower mark, you raise it up to the higher mark, and then yeah, you mark the high side. Okay, always go off the higher side. And that's what that means, right? Find your high-low side. Oh yeah, so yeah, PHB ink. So you're a wood framer. You got a metal parapet to frame, right? So it's like a metal parapet, basically. Yes. So what you're gonna do is you're right. Yeah, there's only there you're gonna order standard track only. Okay, because you're not gonna use you. So when you're doing those parapets, sometimes it's at the end of the job. So you flip them up, and that's how you join your butts together. 3 inches on either side. Okay, and just boop boop, shoot it down. And then this way, right? You just simply put screws in the side. So 2 screws in the side flanges and 4 whatever on the tops and that's how you do it. Just cut your steel, because you're going to be using heavy gauge steel too, probably. So you just cut the studs and put them in, and then that's how it's done. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find something to show you exactly. Oh yeah, you got it. You know what you're doing. It's simple. Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy. Yeah, I love parapets. Actually, they usually pay really well, and they're pretty easy. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes roofs slope and whatever. But if you already know what you're doing, probably you just set your like a rotator laser up somewhere in the middle. Okay, and if your parapets are different elevations, okay, you literally just frame out like one elevation at a time, basically. You know, it's simple as that. Yeah, slope. So yeah, set up a rotator. Rotating lasers are the best with the readers for that. The best for especially big roofs. You could use line lasers maybe. I've never really. I always use a rotating laser for parapets. So, but yeah, because yeah, it slopes, and you want to just get your outline. So you go around, get your skeleton outlined, and then you have a laborer coming in behind you, cutting the studs, putting the studs in. Okay, so you go ahead and get the bottom track on. Okay, you're shooting up an offset from because you're matching it up to the outside wall. Okay, and yeah, so you just laser it up from your wall, because you want to make sure your parapet lines up to your exterior walls. And then yeah, you go along and set all the tracks, and then do the frame. Okay, and then you have a laborer coming in and cutting and putting in studs for you right behind you, if that makes sense. And then the plywooding, and then you just plywood it, and then yeah, make sure though when you're putting it in on the base, you want to it's 5 feet tall. Oh yeah, that's great. So I charge about I would charge $15 a linear foot for that. I would charge $15 a foot for the framing, just for the steel, for that. Yeah, so Murat uses these awesome aviation snips, and that's what he was showing there. So with my hands, I can't use them because I'm all weird. Like I got damn issues. I'm like just been, football, rugby, construction. Like man, my hands are all messed up, so I can't use the ones that he has. Because I can't get that long motion. But yeah, he's got awesome snips. They're long aviation snips. He can cut a stud like snip. Like they're really awesome, and they cut nice and square. I tried to use them, but I just can't get the motion yet. I do want to pick some up and practice more though with them, because they are really neat. I use the small like whisk snips, just it's just easier for me, right? Yeah, you're very welcome, my man. So 18 gauge, yeah, no, I would just use my abrasives. I would use my chop saw, like the abrasive chop saw with an abrasive blade. That's what I would use. But yeah, using if you have, I know there's non-dust saw, like it's a cold cut saw, like an X blade, where you can put in a I don't know if you can put it in a normal like wood saw. I'm not sure. So it just takes a different. There's a like I think it's something with the torque or something. The like you need like it's a little different type of saw you need for metal specifically over wood. You know, I'm still thinking even with the abrasive saw you have to use the but yeah, you can definitely cut 18 gauge with those blades. I do know that. Yeah, lower RPM. Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. So, there you go, David. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, RPMs. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I think you still need to use that blade on an abrasive saw. So the abrasive saws are luckily very inexpensive. The Makita one is the best one. Go with that. I'll show you the one even. Excuse me. Abrasive, or I always spell it with two B's. Oh man, so this one is showing it at $300. That doesn't seem right. This price doesn't seem right. I might have paid 300 for it, but I don't know. I'm sure I got it on sale at 150, but I get things are actually a lot more expensive now. You guys know how inflation has been and all that, but this is the saw here I would use right there, and with the abrasive blades. So it's a 14-inch. Yeah, 14-inch. That's the one I use. So and I love that handle. It's so nice. That's why this saw is the best. Is the shape of the handle. Oh yeah, so you'll be a pro, man. You know exactly what's up. So when you're laying your bottom track, make sure the plywood is down and the membrane is down, okay? Because that membrane, what happens is it's got to tie in, okay? So you got to flap, the membrane has to flap over, like the blue skin has to flap over to tie into the front wall, and then it comes through, okay? Because your parapet is separate then okay? So the membrane has to come over the plywood, so somebody has to lay plywood. Your bottom track goes on, or membrane it, and there's got to be a piece that flips up, ties into the both sides, and a piece that ties into the front. So make sure the plywood's and the membranes is there, okay? Because yeah, you don't want the roofers will then tie into the membrane as well, and so, okay? And then yeah, usually the backside gets plywood. You'll insulate them a foot above, like 12 to 16 inches. Okay, even if it's 5 feet, you're only insulating above the roof. Okay, so your roof is not gonna be 5 feet thick. Okay, you just need to put about a 1 foot to 16-inch piece of insulation in your parapets. Plywood, weather treated. Okay, on the inside, and then the outside, the Den's glass ties into it, right? So, and then there's gonna be an expansion joint on the Den's glass side as well, okay, where the slot track is for the exterior wall. There'll be a 1 inch or 3/4 inch expansion joint. Okay, so the parapet has to line up, has to be beautiful, line up to that outside wall. Okay, you'll be good. You'll be good. If you have any issues, just come to one of my videos, leave me a comment. You send me an email, chris@constructionkronies.com, and I'm gonna be around. I'll check my email. So I'm usually pretty quick about getting back to people. So. But then yeah, dude, so that's a couple tricks anyways. This last little bit here was the job I just did. I just went and drywalled and taped a basement for a guy. Really nice guy, knowledgeable homeowner, which was nice. Oh, yeah, so yeah, that's funny. So chop saws too, right? So there's a flat side and then there's the motor side. So you're always carrying that flat side to your body, okay? Always carrying the flat side to your body, okay? You never carry the motor side to your body, okay? Because it's gonna be bump, 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 right? Yeah. No, you always carrying the flat where the guard is, the chop saw blade, the blade guard. That's the side you hold to your body all the time. Whichever side you're carrying it on, the flat side always to your body. But yeah, no, I had fun at this job. It was nice. I just took my time and did a beautiful job. Um, so many corners in this place. I mean, holy cow! Inside corners, outside corners, 45s. Like the bulkheads. There's the like create the bulkheads, the window wells. So there's two window wells, bulkheads, and then there's like all these 45s and little corners here and there, and then the stairwell itself. Like each stair was drywalled basically and corner beaded, and it was just you'll see it here after tape. But I've used the tearaway on the inside to the window. It looks beautiful. You can see how that reveal just matches up perfect all the way around. So it looks so nice. It looks really really nice. So no Discord. I don't know what's actually. That's another thing I have to check on. Nightbot is not working. Nightbot's not working. So I have to check on my Nightbot. I forgot. I haven't looked at that in a while. But yeah, thanks for reminding me, Dibs. I'll make a note of that. Nightbot. Let's see here. A new page. Yeah, see, like all the 45s, I used a whole roll of the no coat, the flex, the 360 flex bead, on this job, a whole roll, which is like I think 100 feet, and yeah, he had drywalled a little bit above the shower and had a cement board on the ceiling. I took all of that out, redid it all with blue board, made the holes tighter, you know. Yeah, right. No, that's okay. I need to figure that out. Nightbot, man. And then also too, Zone Alarm and vMix Social. I need to get that working again. I'd love to be able to put comments back up on screen, man. That sucks. Oh yeah, like look at this stairwell, like, right? Like, oh man, it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, nice little job. Just took my time, you know. I had 14-foot sheets and 12-foot sheets for the ceiling, so the joints were very limited. Right? Just like I was saying, you just want to expand your joints. There's one part, if I can just kind of show you something. So usually you want to stagger your butt joints, okay, when you're doing walls, but not always. Not always. And then on those bulkheads, I'm using my skim blades at the end and coating the whole thing nice, like the whole thing, just on the face, right? Not the bottom, but the faces. I'm coating with my 16-inch skim blade. Boom. When I turn around here, you see the 45s. That's the no coats. Of course, you still have to coat them, right? But they only need one coat and the touch-ups right there. So you can see here the butts aren't staggered. Well, that's okay. You don't always have to stagger your butts, okay? So I got my butts stopping here. At this point, I think I only had 2 14s left. So I wanted to come this way as much as I could, 14 inches, because there's only a little tiny joint here, okay? And then there's this build out. It's better to have this little joint and then your other joint, which is also cut short because this is underneath a bulkhead, okay? So in total, this is maybe, okay? And then I'm using my lifter to get the bottom one up. But yeah, it's better. And then you don't have a joint over here either, right? Like you know, it's just all right there in one spot. Super neat, tidy. Nothing to worry about there. That's perfectly fine, guys. Okay, and it's actually recommended that you do it that way. Do not put the joints in the middle of a wall, okay? If you don't have to. And then that's a tile surround, so you gotta tape the corners, okay? But just because of the paint on the ceiling, but there's tile going on around the surround and down the sides, okay? So you don't have to do finish tape those. I still fire tape it though. I still put tape over the joints though. It's just a little bit nicer, you know. So when they're putting a tile on, I don't know, they just mortar it and put their tile on or whatever. It's great. So yeah, I don't leave joints there. I'd still fire tape behind the tile. Yeah, that, see, like that inside corner there, like that stairwell, is one of those times where I used my I have this funky blade. I have to show it to you sometime where you can get in those corners and do some cool stuff, right? Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Dibs. I super appreciate that, man. Yeah. So, and when you're taping, so how I charge for taping is I the square footage of drywall, okay, exposed. So if it's double layer drywall, I'm not charging to tape both layers. I'm only charging the outside layer. Okay. Whatever that square footage is, I charge the whole distance. I don't say, oh, it's going to take me 500 feet of 2-inch tape. I don't do it that way. I just go the whole wall distance and charge like 55, 65 cents for the taping. That's it. And then corner beads though, corner beads and plastic, I count every single piece by the foot, and I charge $2 a foot to finish corner beads and any plastic, you know? But dudes, I got this product here. I wanted to kind of unbox it. It's not an expensive unit. I think it's like $100 on Amazon. These guys actually sent me this. Like, it was so, like, I'm like, hey, do you want to check out this security camera? And I have security cameras all around my studio, and in the house. So but I do need one for the back alleyway. So I'm like, yeah, sure, send it over. I actually could use it. So I'm gonna hook this up in the back alleyway. It was sent to me for free by this company. They're not paying me. I don't know. I might get an affiliate type link. I don't know, but I am gonna put an Amazon affiliate link in like when I do a video on it. I am gonna put that on. So let's check it out. I haven't opened it yet. And yeah, I think I'm having it. I did email them on Friday telling them, yeah, okay, I'm ready to work on the video now. So the name of the company, ViziU is what I think it is. So ViziU, ViziUUY. So ViziU is what I think it is. So like visible you or ViziU, I see you type thing. But it's a solar powered security camera. It's got a onboard. You can have free. They just want me to make videos, right? So I told them, yeah, no problem. Send me in. I'll make a video. Tell you my honest opinion. So far, I really like the Dovo laser. It's got all the accessories that I need and whatnot, right? All right. So ViziView. We got some literature here. So quick start guide on the solar charger. Right on. So this is the installation instructions as well for that. But yeah, I'm gonna install this like the next couple of days. I'm gonna install this. So cool. And oh yeah, cool. 24-hour surveillance sticker, right? With looks like some sort of proprietary like connection like as well. Like it'll kind of snap in, which is nice. I'm gonna cover that back up. Yeah, because I wanted to unbox it so I can take some pictures for thumbnails and stuff, right? Oh, it's actually a pretty big unit. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Alright, let's just pull this out. Alright, so there's your base. Okay. I'll probably use different screws than that, but there's the base. I got... like I said, my walls are a foot thick, right? All right, some more fasteners with plugs. Night vision and all that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look, it rotates up and down and turns all around. That's pretty crazy. There you go. So yeah, micro SD. You can put a micro SD card in there. And it looks like a couple of different settings, like switches there. But wow, yeah, that's a much bigger than I thought. And then yeah, it's got a base plate here as well. So Oh, I see. So you can hang it. Oh, that's cool. Hey, right on. That's good. I got you. So you can go somehow. Oh, wait. Duh. Of course, duh. Like that. Boom. Actually, that's really pretty handy. That's gonna be cool. Hey, calibration stickers in there and stuff. So yeah, we'll get that installed this week and see how that goes. I think I dig that because that my other security camera over there is pretty cool. It's really high quality, and but it doesn't. I can't turn it though like this. I have to aim it. All right, so this will be fun. This will be really fun to play with. So thank you, Vizuvi or Viziu. I'm gonna ask them exactly how to say their name, Viziu, and yeah, I'm gonna get that installed. But pretty cool, man. And I like that sticker there. That's good. So cool, man. I got it out of the box. I'll be able to take product shots and then get some thumbnails done and stuff, and then we'll install it and try it out and film the whole thing, give it an honest opinion on it. But yeah, for $100, I don't think you can go wrong for a security camera, right? But yeah, built-in rechargeable battery. So yeah, it's a built-in battery that just gotta charge it out the solar. I guess that's really cool. Put it on my shelf somewhere. But yeah, so that's about that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sure it's a Wi-Fi. Yeah, that is a micro SD slot for memory. And I do know just by reading up on the literature that I have, you can record to cloud, but it does have a backup on board, which is nice too. But yeah, it'll happen Wi-Fi. So my router is right here in the garage anyway. So basically it's gonna be on the other side of the wall right here, just looking into the alley. So finally, once I got the alley covered, I got all of my house under surveillance. Like that alleyway, the back alleyway is the last part. So it was good timing. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Sweet, man. So yeah, no, it works out really good. And it does have like so it does have motion sensor as well to notify you as well. I mean, I live in a most excellent neighborhood, but you never know. Okay, like my studio is quite packed full of equipment, and it's quite a lot of money invested in here. So it's just peace of mind, right? And but yeah, no, I'll have everything covered, which is good. And it's a good peace of mind, eh? Well, that was a fun stream, anyways, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to help some people out here. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll upload the replay as well. Okay, so if we're having issues with it cutting out and choppy on the buffering and stuff with the live stream, I'm going to put I'm recording the whole thing, so I'll be able to upload it. So what I'll do is I'll upload the whole thing, okay, so that it's just for reference or whatnot, and then this stream will be unlisted. I'll have this stream up until I upload the other one, which will be like today or tomorrow, and then once I upload the replay, I'll unlist this one. Yeah, great neighborhood other than the internet. Exactly, Dibs. Yeah, you know. Right? Oh, man. Bums. But, oh, man, we haven't had music playing this whole time, have we? No. Okay.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me.
Sorry about that. Yeah, well, it was good to see you guys, man. Dibs, man, I'm so happy you made it. And PHB Inc., good luck tomorrow, man. Like I said, if you have any issues, shoot me an email, leave a comment or something. But maybe an email might be a little more better, you know. Yeah, Meatball and David Santiago, man, good stuff. Yeah, glad to help, guys. Lemon, my man, woohoo! Talk to you guys soon, and yeah, I'm gonna be streaming a little bit more until like the season's a little slow this year, man. Like we haven't got really anything on the books, so like construction wise, so I'm just kind of hanging low and estimating and I'm gonna put another ad out for work, you know. So if anyone's looking for small jobs or not, because we got these big jobs, but we don't know when they're gonna start. We don't know, like this one is like so delayed. I'm like, shoot, I don't want to be caught having to go and do this. People not here for the music. No, definitely not. I know that. Leave them down below in the comments. You guys know I'll get back to you. Yeah. Be well, everyone. We'll talk soon. All right. I'll talk to you later, Dibs. Really happy to see you, bro. Just wanted to put that up for 1 second because I want to just check to see what it looks like after the fact. Here to support my friend, brother. Yeah, I super appreciate you. Always, man. Always, always, always. You take care, bro. Tell hi to mom, okay? Bye, guys.
Tell me that you give a about me. You don't even know nothing about me. Trying to force me on your timeline. You know you need to stop it. I live for more than attention. Might not be your trending topic. Put my worth in analytics. I admit that took a toll. I got addicted to scrolling. We know well that get toxic. I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching. Been here with my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See what's growing on me. Want you to grow with me. Want you to grow with me.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you guys, I'm going home.